I hope I still hold the position.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'll begin first and foremost, of course, with tremendous respect, respond to my colleague and learned senior, the Honorable Caroli Omondi, and I do not know why he's actually read this particular article and left some sections which were very vital in the reading. Honorable Speaker, when you read Article 206, 1A, there is established the consolidated fund into which shall be paid all money raised or received by or on behalf of the national government, except money that, and that is A, I don't know why you omitted A deliberately, is reasonably excluded from the fund by an act of parliament and payable to another public fund established for specific purpose, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, except from the fund by an act of parliament. An act of parliament, Honorable Speaker, is made by this House. Our responsibility as a House, Honorable Speaker, I actually enshrined under Article 95 of the Constitution, where we legislate. Once we legislate, we make acts of parliament upon being assented to by His Excellency the President. So when we say, when the Honorable Caroli Omondi tells or misleads this House that if we pass this, it will be entirely unconstitutional, then he's actually running away from his own responsibility. You are passing an act of parliament that then gives power to this particular article, Article 261A. And that is what we are doing today, Honorable Speaker. But having said that, Honorable Speaker, you know, we need to be very careful on how we do our politics. We all come from regions and represent places, Honorable Speaker. We suffer from poor road network across the country, especially those of us who represent rural constituencies, Honorable Speaker. We need to ask ourselves this question. Do we continue putting this country into further debt by further borrowing, Honorable Speaker? Do we overburden the taxpayers, you know, through overtaxation, Honorable Speaker, so that you can be able to mitigate the challenges of poor road network? Those are the questions that we need to, that should be answered by this particular proposal of the National Infrastructure Fund, Honorable Speaker. And any person who genuinely needs a road, any person that genuinely needs this country to progress, Honorable Speaker, I mean, should be supporting this whole concept of national, the creative way of making or raising these funds, Honorable Speaker, so that we can be able to, you know, to mitigate this challenge that we are facing. Because the question is imposing additional taxes or further borrowing. Those are the only two things or two options that we have, Honorable Speaker, to raise funds. If we do not use those two options, Honorable Speaker, then the third option is to create or come up with an innovative mechanism, which we are doing through the National Infrastructure Fund, and then we legislate about it, and then we make it, we pass through it, it becomes a good bill, then it's assented by the President. You know, so we should be discussing on the content of the structure of leadership, the Honorable Caroli Omondi, in the committee of the whole, so that we are able to, as part of the structure, especially the governance structure of the NIF, that is the question of the structure of governance of the funds, and that can always, you can propose it as we go to the committee of the whole. Not really saying the whole concept is bad, it's bad law. You really can't do that, Honorable Speaker. So with those many remarks, Honorable Speaker, I beg to support this and urge the House to support it as it is. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Order. Speaker, for giving me this